Oh hey, I was just astral projecting. It's a neat trick I learned from watching the Gaia network. You should really check them out if you want to learn about aliens and magic and pyramids and magic alien pyramids. It's great stuff to watch when you're sitting on the toilet, which may or may not be where I'm projecting from right now. Guess you'll never know. But speaking of a big turd coming out, here's an episode they called, Does the CIA Have a Psychic Spy Program? Now we could just refer to Bedridge's Law of Headlines for the answer, but then this video would be over before I can finish doing my business, so let's give it a watch.
I say bend, melt, and then I went like that.
Oh crap! That's Uri Geller! I honestly don't know what's more shocking, the fact that he's still alive, or that he's still performing the same party trick he did back in 1970 and passing it off as real magic. That dude was exposed as a fraud multiple times on national television. How is he still a thing, and why is he in this video? Okay, I'm clenching. I need to relax. Let's keep going.
And the spoon broke.
For the mainstream, the notion of someone possessing psychic abilities has been regulated to—
Whoops, you meant to say relegated. I'm regulated over here, so you want to redo that or just—
works of fiction
No?
or fringe pseudoscience. If psychic abilities are indeed a reality, it stands to reason that world governments would realize the huge potential in utilizing such skills.
We felt that during the Cold War, psychic abilities might actually be useful.
Hey, finally they found some practical value, because at no other point in history would psychic abilities have ever been useful for anything.
In 1975, the CIA tasked two laser physicists to develop a psychic spy program that spent more than $20 million over 20 years testing, developing, and applying psychic abilities.
Wow, what do you suppose they accomplished after 20 years? Walking through walls, levitating objects, seeing the future?
Yet, physical proof is notoriously difficult to ascertain.
Or none of that. So what were they doing all those years?
During the government-funded studies, Drs. Russell Targ and Hal Puthoff became interested in one particular individual who seemed to possess remarkable psychic abilities.
Please don't say Uri Geller, please don't say Uri Geller, please don't say Uri Geller.
This individual's name was Uri Geller.
Ugh.
Investigations into Uri Geller's powers covered the gamut of psychical areas, though his ability to use psychokinesis to seemingly bend a spoon was what he is most famous for.
Really? We just glossed over the science experiments almost like they didn't actually matter and skipping straight back to this?
I hold the spoon and I stroke it very gently and I say bend, melt. I produce an energy wave and it penetrates the molecular structure of the metal.
Oh my god, it's so corny. Somebody should do a parody of this. Oh wait, somebody did. Subscribing to that channel. Well, I'm not quite done with my process of elimination here, so we've got time to watch a second video. Here it comes, number 2.
I gently and very respectfully ask the spoon to bend. And I tell the spoon to melt. I ask him to bend melt. I create a force that changes the molecular structure of the spoon.
So, what actually is the molecular structure of spoon?
Metal.
Hey, that guy's better than Uri Geller. The CIA should study him.
Though Uri's ability to bend a spoon is indeed an impressive demonstration, it hardly seems likely that the CIA were focused on this aspect of Geller's powers. More likely, it was Uri Geller's remote viewing capabilities that offered the CIA more interest.
Am I being too hard on Uri? I mean, the spoon bending thing might be a party trick, but what if the psychic stuff is real? I mean, the CIA said it was real, right?
But what is remote viewing, and how does it work?
Well, you know, maybe that wasn't just a bunch of crap. Let's go find out.
He's just been debunked just so many times, so I'm not gonna talk about Uri Geller on my channel.
Hey, I want to talk to you about Uri Geller.
What? Who are you?
I'm Coleman from Think This Through channel.
How did you get here?
I'm not really here. I'm astral projecting.
Astral projection is real. How does that work?
Oh, it's an After Effects filter.
Yeah.
Excuse me, just one sec.
Dude, are you astral projecting from the toilet?
No, I was just finishing something else.
I just heard you flush.
Well, I should have hit mute. Anyway, I came to ask you something really important.
Are you sure you're done?
Yeah, don't worry. Everything came out great. So, anyway, is Uri Geller a real psychic?
No.
But How do you know?
Man, he doesn't even call himself a psychic anymore. Look, it says Mystifier. That is a title you get for doing magic tricks at children's parties.
But he can bend a spoon with his mind.
Yeah, me too. Watch. I'm using my mind to bend the spoon as well as my fingers.
Oh.
He constantly touched the spoon. He keeps rubbing the spoon on the one spot that's gonna bend. You wanna see some real magic? Watch this.
Holy okay, that is cool.
And you don't need any psychic powers to do that. Any well-trained magician can do that.
Wait, I'm sensing a comeback from Uri Geller.
Because magicians can duplicate some of these things with trickery does not mean that genuine psychics do it with trickery. Anyone can imitate the Mona Lisa, but that does not make them Leonardo da Vinci.
He just owned himself.
He did?
Yeah, that is a stupid analogy. The Mona Lisa is still a painting. We know a painting isn't supernatural. It's like saying people are copying your tricks. You're admitting those are tricks. And I have one thing to say to all these frauds. Do something a magician cannot do. We cannot actually move things with our mind. We cannot actually predict the future. And we cannot change the course of history.
No, but Uri Geller did that. He stopped Brexit with his mind.
What?
Yeah, look.
Uri Geller says he is planning to unleash his telepathic abilities on the Prime Minister.
I believe in extrasensory perception, and I believe we can get to the mind of Theresa May. We are going to instruct her to go for second voting.
Well, let's see what happens.
Just imagine what would have happened if Geller hadn't manifested that second referendum and canceled Brexit. England would still be separate from the EU by now.
I hate to break this to you, but...
And he also has the power to change the subject. Look, he says the CIA says he's not fake.
The CIA concluded, as a result of Geller's success in this experimental period, we consider that he has demonstrated his paranormal perceptual ability in a convincing and unambiguous manner.
So how did he convince those scientists? How did he pass all those tests?
Gee, I don't know. How did he? Tell me, how did you pass high school?
Oh, he cheated? But no, I mean, these were scientists at Stanford with labs and experiments.
And no training as magician. As James Randi used to say,
no matter how smart or well-educated you are,
what's that?
You can be deceived.
I think I'm being haunted by the ghost of James Randi.
Haunted? How does that work?
It's an audio clip.
Oh, okay, cool. But you still can't be sure that he cheated, right?
What we know for sure is that every time you stop him from cheating, he suddenly can't do the trick. Look what happened when he went on a Johnny Carson show.
I'm having a hard time with you.
Johnny Carson was actually a magician and he consulted with James Randi. So he couldn't swap the spoons, he couldn't mark the cans, and presto, all of a sudden, he couldn't tell which one had the water.
Uri was telling me you don't feel, what, strong tonight?
I don't
Is that
feel strong.
Wait, that thing with the cans that he couldn't do when he couldn't cheat, that was the test he passed at Stanford? The one that said he was psychic?
Yes! That's what I'm trying to tell you. He only does tricks that are possible to cheat. And when he can't cheat, he doesn't do it. The scientists even said so.
2 additional trials were made, one with a paper-wrapped ball bearing and one with a sugar cube. Geller felt that he didn't have adequate confidence as to where they were, and he declined to guess and passed.
So, how many spoons have to be murdered before we stop giving this guy attention?
Yeah, you're right. We should just stop paying attention to him. So...
I was kind of doing something else here, you know.
Oh, right. Well, let's have a not awkward goodbye. Can I have a hug?
What? Like an astral hug?
Yeah, come on, bring it in, bring it in.
Just call me next time.
Okay, all right. Well, that was fun. I should do that again. What else are you gonna do when you're just sitting there, am I right? But if you're still wondering if Geller's a real psychic or just an entertainer...
So what you do is not cheating?
It's entertainment. I'm an entertainer.
I'm sure the CIA was very entertained by that. Anyway, so much for Uri Geller. Let's see what the rest of the video has to offer.
Lance Storm analyzed 29 Gansfield studies, a form of sensory deprivation test. Of the 1,498 trials, 483 produced hits.
Since we've established that it's not possible to cheat on these tests, I'm sure those stats are totally accurate.
Participants who were thought to be psi-conducive were found to perform significantly better than control participants.
Interesting. So people with special abilities, like Uri Geller's ability to cheat on tests, did better on the tests.
During the 1970s, Nina Kulagina made international headlines by demonstrating a series of astounding psychic powers. Russian scientists studied Kulagina in a series of tests ranging from moving objects and influencing laser beam trajectories to the stopping of a frog's beating heart, all using only her mind.
So, not that I don't believe a single thing Gaia has to say, but maybe just a quick check on Wikipedia. Let's see. Hidden magnets and threads, sleight of hand, arrested for cheating. I wonder why Gaia didn't mention any of those details. Also, why does she always have to be so close to stuff? It's almost like magnets and threads don't work from far away.
I let those people know everyone is psychic.
Except for Uri Geller, for legal reasons, he's now just a mystifier.
Everyone has the ability to give some sort of message.
Cool. Let's look at Angela Thomas's psychic predictions. Let's see, back in 2015, here were her predictions for what would happen in 2016. Global recession didn't happen. Terrorist attack on Washington, D.C. didn't happen. Outbreak of a virus caused by pigs didn't happen. Increased fighting in the Middle East, generally a safe bet, but didn't happen.
The thing is that not everyone believes that they are, and nor is that everyone's path.
Yeah, maybe it's not for you either, but thanks for playing.
I sense the presence of negative energy.
Lady Divina, astral projecting from the last episode on chakras?
You not pay me for this chakra healing, and look, now you being all negative.
What, because Psychic Lady got everything wrong?
No, not everything. You lie.
Oh, you think I'm cherry-picking just her wrong predictions?
Yes, you only pick the bad cherries. Look at what she got right. 2016 will have challenges, yes. New ways of doing things right again. The next president will be a person. Ha!
Well, I stand corrected.
Yes, you should be more positive. Everyone, leave a mean comment about him. Your chakras still suck.
Tell us about remote viewing. Exactly what is that?
It's essentially systematic extrasensory perception. We take the innate ability that we're all born with, and we turn that into a skill.
Where does Gaia find these people? Okay, Ed Dames turns out is also known as Dr. Doom for pretty good reasons. You can learn all about them by buying his vintage DVDs, in which you'll find predictions like pregnant Martians will be caught stealing fertilizer in the 90s. Also, 300-mile-an-hour winds would sweep across the US. Science would prove the existence of God and Satan. Bill Clinton would be killed by lightning on a golf course in 1998. The Hale-Bopp comet is really a spaceship that will destroy life on Earth in 1998 with toxic mold. And when the world didn't end in 98, he said deadly solar flares will wipe out civilization by 2013. When that didn't happen in 2013, he said the end is near because we're about to collide with Planet X. Any day now, everybody get ready to all lean left to get out of its way. He was right about one thing though, the end is near. Actually, it's, here. Hey, have you subscribed to the Magic Isn't Real channel yet? Better get on that. And what should my next video be about? Let me know in the comments if you have an idea. See you next time.